are so justifiable. Continually we hold on to fear-driven behaviors. We will hold on to not facing our fears because we are afraid of them. We are afraid of them. It's so easy to justify fear-driven behaviors because we're scared. However, the way that you overcome those fears is literally by facing the fear. And it kind of dissolves. It kind of dissolves after that. This reflects on the mental nature of our experience, right? The mental nature of our experience tells us that that our experience is determined by what's going on in our mind. Yesterday, I've been a bit sick with a cold, and I'm thinking, the cold is like the most common little virus to get, but it's miserable. It's such a miserable experience, right? So anyway, yesterday I had to go out and get something done, and so I went and I walked outside, and it was a bit like cloudy and just kind of it was nice enough that I walked, but you know, I put like a sweater on and a jacket, and part of my walk I was feeling like, oh, I just want to I just felt like I just want to be like cozy, wrapped up, something warm, just warm. I want to be in a warm space. And then, that kind of turned into me understanding that, again, there's so much of the experience is how we carry it. It's how we carry it. And so anyway, I started to think like, okay, I'm going to carry this well. I'm going to adjust my posture so that I'm carrying this with strength and with aliveness. This little bit of there was like little drizzle, like a little bit of rain, so there was a little bit of a chill factor, right? And I'm starting to, I don't know. I like to do like ice bath, cold showers. Well, ice bath. I say like cold plunge. I say ice bath, but I mean cold plunge. Like I like to go up into the mountains and dunk myself in a cold river and sit in the cold river. Like I love that. I love that. And I've started getting better about like cold showers, and so there's an element of that, like, yeah, it's cold, it kind of shocks the body, but the body becomes alive and it becomes exuberant after the fact and during the fact, because it's just like, like, it kind of puts your body on this, like survival mode, right? But then in that, you find your life, you find your strength, you find your vitality. And that's really profound. That's really profound. But yeah, so much of our experiences in life and our outcomes are determined by our mind. So much healing can happen through the mind. So much non-healing can happen through the mind. I remember also, kind of when I was in the thick of a healing, like, a thick of kind of like the dark night of the soul, and I was experiencing different physical ailments, and I was also kind of experiencing a lot of like mental like battles and just kind of exposure to new things that I had not experienced in my mind. Like I was becoming exposed to the nature of my own mind, which, so much. Oh gosh, this is another video. That's another video. I was waking up to the nature of my own mind, right? And also like having these physical ailments, and my attitude towards healing was like, I have to heal, I have to heal, I have to fix these things. And the more I let go of that attitude, the more I actually started to heal, because I was inhibiting my own healing by stressing myself out by saying, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like you have to fix it right now. Like it's a process. It's a process, and so often, it's actually, it's such a multi-layered process. Uh, what was the thing I was gonna do another video about? I'm like, should I just say it here? What was I going to say? I don't even know. I don't remember. It just like it left. At least I finished my thought. But yeah. Our experiences are so determined by the mind, you know? Oh, and another thing I wanted to bring into this message is about the body and how for so long I feel like we have disconnected our minds, our spirits, how we feel from our body when they're not separate. And this reflects a lot on the cultural disconnection from our body of just thinking like, no, I don't need to breathe. I'm too stressed to breathe. Like I hate when people say that. I hate when people say that because it reflects on this attitude of like you have to like literally make yourself suffer in order to get this shit done when really if you just take it easy, if you first of all, if you breathe, second of all, did I say first? Second of all, sorry, this is my cold coming out in this video because my brain's all like bleh. Yeah, so first of all, if we take the time to breathe when we're feeling stressed or if we just need to ground ourselves for the day, like, and then second of all, resting, making it a habit and a lifestyle that you allow yourself to rest and you regularly catch up on your rest instead of pushing until you experience burnout, sickness, crisis, mental crisis because you have not let yourself rest. Like, rest is important. If we just take the time in our daily lives to be slow, to do slow things, to be patient, then we become more efficient in the things that are time pressed. We become more efficient because we are not fighting our minds all the time or our bodies. Anyway, so I've been learning about specifically about vitamins and minerals, and these are essential components for the body. These are essential nutrients that we need as humans because we have bodies. We have to get these from our diet, which comes ultimately from the earth because the nutrients are in the earth, they're absorbed through soil into plants and into animals for the plants that animals eat. See? And we need them. Like it shows me that we are not we are not separate from the earth. Like we are not separate from the earth. We need these things because like we are made of the same things the earth is made of. Like we need that. We need it to sustain ourselves for our bodies to function properly. So anyway, I'm learning about, vitamins and minerals, and the thing that I see is that thing that I'm learning and studying is that so many of our ailments are just rooted in mineral or vitamin deficiencies, and depending on which vitamin or which mineral is all funked up, that's going to reflect on your symptoms. Your symptoms will reflect on what you're missing and what you are deficient in. And the thing is, mental illnesses are also exactly just the same thing. Like if you're deficient in a certain, in iron, for example, depression could be a symptom of that. Depression, fatigue, anxiety, these are all things that reflect on deficiencies of core essential nutrients that we need in our bodies. So you see that, and you see also like, poor digestion. It's all connected. It's all connected. Like, it's all connected. If you have poor digestion, you're probably going to be anxious or depressed. And I say that from experience. I say that from grand experience. Like, that's the thing we need to recognize. And I say this coming from a perspective of, I'm a person who's very passionate about the body and learning about how the body works, and nutrition and, natural healing, like essential, what's the word? Elemental healing, like elemental healing, healing through the elements. And that's like very human. It comes through what we eat. People will look at that like it's woo woo, weird, witchy stuff. It's human. It's natural. It's natural. Anyway, I'm not here for like I'm here for whoever is receptive to these things, but yeah, essentially it's just important to understand that literally the ailments we experience in the mind and the spirit and the soul and the body, they are not separate from each other. And there's a certain grouping of essential elements that the body needs to function properly. Yes, your mental health is found in your body. Yes, your spiritual, like I can say the spiritual, it's all reflective of each other. So the status of your spirit, the state of your spirit is going to reflect out into your body, and the state of your body also reflects upon what's going on in your spirit. It's not separate. And that's where the message like closes in and becomes itself, is to understand that like all of the elements of self that we separate the body from the emotions, from the thoughts, from the spirit, but really they're just different pieces working in tandem. So yeah, holistic health, everybody. Anyway, I was just gonna say that I say this, coming from like I want to excel in this area. I want to become somebody who can really, really help others navigate what's going on, because I've had to do a lot of work with myself, and in my own life. So I am approaching it very professionally, you could say, but also, I do recognize an extent of these things to be relevant to every single person, because we are humans, because we have bodies, even if it's not your passion, like you have a stewardship over your body, because you came here as something, as this certain consciousness, as this certain perception, this certain element of perception, right? And you came into this body, so now you're living this life with this body, and you have the responsibility to kind of take care of it, because you, as a consciousness or as a perception, are navigating the world through this body. And yes, it's like a sort of responsibility, but at the same time, it again affects your experience in life. It so deeply affects your experience in your life, like how your body feels, if you're taking care of yourself. Like this is where an element of healing begins in the spirit. Healing the relationship with the physical world. If you can first navigate and heal your body and love your body and respect your body, knowing that you're not defined by your body, but that you can, take responsibility over the well-being of it, then you're starting to heal your spirit's relation to the physical world. And that is profound, because, your spirit is not, it's physical to an extent, but it's not physical like this. I guess, like, this is where the message closes in, because as I do this, I can feel I can feel and I can see like the spirit of that motion, you know? Like, so maybe that's where evolution is happening in humanity, is that we are just coming to the realization of this. But also that just comes back to us being in physical bodies. And the physical body does help the evolution to occur. So anyway, hopefully that is like helpful to you. So yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video.